Hey good people, welcome back to Beauty in the Frizz. My name is Cara. Whether you're new or returning, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me for another one today. It is the end of December and this will be our last BYOP video of the year, and this is going to be a reflections palette. So if 2022 were a palette, this is what it would be for me. If you want to see the swatches, the shades, and the looks, keep watching this video and let me know what you think. And if makeup is your therapy and your love, if it makes you happy and you want to hang out with someone that feels the same way, definitely consider joining the community. I'd love to have you back. All right, let's get started. So I do know I have on a bootleg Supreme shirt, just saying. Now, if you are new to this series, my friend Kelly over at Keep Beauty Real and I started the BYOP, Shop My Eyeshadow Stash, as an effort to use our beautiful eyeshadow singles that we're not getting as much love as they should. As I always say, they deserve to be more than swatched. And we also have Lock Maiden joining us. I don't think she's participating this month, but I will link her channel so you can see her videos and her past BYOPs. And then Kendra Morgan Official. So I'm really excited to do this collab because the Reflections palette is definitely going to look different for everyone. This was, I remember last year being one of the most difficult palettes for me to create. This year wasn't so bad. So let's go ahead and get into my palette and the shades. I'm just gonna tell you about the vibe of this palette because I didn't necessarily pick it like shade by shade. I mean, I did pick it shade by shade, but it was more of a vibe I was going for. And I really like this palette. And just so you know, this is an open collab. So if you like to just make your own palettes on Instagram, would love to see what you come up with. And if you're a content creator, definitely feel free to join this collab. Anybody can join. And the only rule is that you can only pick 10 shades. So let me get my palette. So here's the palette I came up with as my reflection for 2022. And I will go into each shade in depth. The vibe of this palette, there were three things that I thought about with creating this palette. One was the vibrant colors from Puerto Rico when I took the boys for Thanksgiving. That was a huge standout for me this year. It was the best experience that I had in 2022, and I cannot wait to make more memories with them in 2023. So some of the vibrant colors that we saw when we went to visit Old San Juan and just the water and our experience there, I picked about 4 shades for that. And then the rest of the colors really went with a simple neutral vibe because I've been really loving the neutrals lately, but I also wanted to pick some shades that may not appear to be special, but they are when you get up close on them. And that's really the vibe of the rest of the palette. So I thought this would be great because I can make some easy looks with this, but I can also do some special colorful looks. I can do some neutral looks that have a special sparkle to them that you may not get with your basic neutral palette. And I just thought overall this was gonna be just a really, really great palette. I did choose one shade from the collab between Mel Thompson and Sydney Grace. That bundle was very special. It was very special to me as someone who really loved Mel Thompson and misses her reviews. I thought that this collab was one of the best of the year, if not the best. So yeah, I had to pick this shade for that. So I'll go into that as we get into the swatches. So let's do that now. First we have Subzero. This is a Clionadh circle shade. It's a beautiful shimmery blue. And again, this was one of the shades I picked for Puerto Rico. Just the water, the pool. We just spent most of our time at the pool. Just how beautiful it was there. Such a beautiful place. And I cannot wait to go back. So there it is. Look how pretty that is, y'all. Next is Veil Nebula. Veil Nebula is from Terra Moons. This is one of the shades that I'm talking about where from right here, it may look like a taupe, but it's so special. So many beautiful sparkly reflex. I just placed an order with Terra Moons I haven't done many single shadow orders this year, and I just had to get my last hurrah in, and I got some more of these special shades, and just really excited. Hopefully here you can see just how beautiful this shade is. I don't know how to describe it. It does have kind of a taupey element, but there's some greens, there's purple. It's definitely a true multi-chrome shade. And here's what it looks like. Again, I'm gonna get close up on all of these at the end. This next matte shade is Dark Chocolate. This is from Sydney Grace, and I think this is from the Christmas bundle, the December bundle, which I'm in love with the monthly bundles, so definitely expect to see those monthly bundles on my channel. I just love them. I love them. I didn't really get into them until November, but I have been watching them all year long, and I can't wait to see what they do in the upcoming year, to see like how they change the bundles up from what they created in 2022. So this is just a beautiful, deep, rich chocolate brown that's going to be great for smoking out the outer corner of the eye. And then this one is Green Mist, and this is the shade that I chose from the Mel Thompson Sydney Grace collab. I think that Mel Thompson, and I'm sure we can all agree, did an amazing job with the extended retro palette, and I almost feel like, did Tasha see this? Because it was just so spot on. And Mel's bundle, hands down, is better than the Natasha Denona palette, hands down. So Green Mist is like this beautiful iridescent, shimmery, like icy green duochrome. So you can kind of see a little bit of like gold in there. It's gonna be a really beautiful shade for the inner corner. So there it is. Next is Trinbago. Now I did use Trinbago in another palette recently, and this is my friend Jami's shade that she did with Pretties for Your Face. It is just a beautiful like ruby red, and this just reminded me of some of the beautiful colors that I saw on the houses in San Juan when we went to Puerto Rico. There were just so many vibrant colors there, and one of the things we saw, there was like this huge Christmas tree with these red bows, and it just reminded me of this color. So I just wanted to have something to represent that. Next we have Cortado. This is another matte from Sydney Grace. This one is a little lighter than the Dark Chocolate shade, and I think this is from the November bundle. So this is gonna be a great transition shade. I could have gone a little bit lighter, but I really, really like this shade a lot. And again, these browns are so easy to use, and you know, choosing a reflections palette and me wanting to have like this life of ease, I want shades that are gonna be easy to use. I don't want anything that's gonna be fussy. I don't want anything that's gonna be difficult. I feel like these two browns are gonna be great for this palette because I love starting out with browns. I really do. That's just like my favorite. Next we have the shade Aquila from Devinah Cosmetics. Again, another really vibrant shade, one of the colors that I remember seeing in Puerto Rico. It's giving me rainforest vibes. It's giving me those colorful homes in old San Juan that were just so beautiful. Beautiful reflex in this shade. This shade can stand by itself or be a topper. The reflex in here are really pretty, and this is a duochrome that kind of goes from like green, blue, purple, actually multi-chrome because it's green, blue, purple. And I love the sheerness of this shade. I think it is just a very beautiful addition. And like I said, it looks nice by itself and it looks nice as a topper. And next we have the shade Thorny, and this is by Looxi Beauty. I picked Thorny because I developed a love for taupey shades. And I'm thinking like Divine Mink from Pat McGrath Decadence. I also got the Victoria Beckham Lid Luster in Mink. I just love that color, and it's a cool tone shade, which, you know, really surprised me how much I like these types of shades. But I just love the taupes. They're just so easy to use. And I find that even if I use a warm brown, that this cool tone taupe still looks really good. So it's just a really easy go-to shade for me. It's just simple and it's just pretty. I think that color looks good on everyone. Like, who doesn't look good in taupe? Let me know if you don't like taupe. Next is Salamander. This is another circle shade from Clionadh Cosmetics. And again, this is just a vibrant, kind of salmon color. Just reminded me of some of those shades I saw while we were on vacation. And just kind of like a beautiful, like summery type shade. So there it is. And I'm actually just swatching this for the first time, but I'm loving how this palette is turning out. So I just have one more shade, and this is Harvest Moon. Now Harvest Moon is also by Pretties for Your Face. I wanted to have something that was golden, but not a yellow gold. And this one, let's see. This one kind of has a flakiness to it. So I'm looking at this shade as maybe a topper or using it with the door line. So let me go ahead and show you the whole palette. So here is my 2022 Reflections palette. Let me know what you think about this. I think seeing it swatched out for the first time, I really do feel like this is my vision. This is 2022 in a palette for me. So let me know your thoughts, and we're gonna go ahead and get into some looks. All right, you guys, we're gonna get into one look on each eye with this palette. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be using all the shades, and I'm probably gonna use the same transition for both because that's kind of how I designed it. So I'm gonna start with Cortado from Sydney. I'm just gonna do the two looks to just show like how we can do a neutral look and a colorful look. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, that could change, but that's the plan. So this is a Sydney Grace blending brush. I'm just gonna start it in the outer corner and diffuse this, because this is a nice one that you can build up as well. I'm using the MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. Now going into Dark Chocolate, which is the deeper brown. I'm gonna concentrate that in the crease. I'm also kind of going along the lash line a little bit. Just taking another Sydney Grace brush and just diffusing this out a little bit. And next I'm gonna go into Veil Nebula from Terra Moons. And again, this is just like that shade where it's gonna look really, really special. Just putting it on my finger, not wetting it, not doing anything to it. But just look how beautiful, like it's wet, it's shimmery, it's shiny, but I love from back here, like you really can't tell. It's just one of those really spectacular shades. I really don't know what else to say. Brought it up a bit high, so I'm going to go back into Cortado and just kind of blend it all together. Going back into Dark Chocolate, just making sure it just kind of merges. But sometimes, like even lately, I've been looking at my eye looks, like the one I did with the Christmas bundle, and I realized I didn't bring the red shade up as high, and it could have been done so much better. So I try to go a little bit higher up now with the shimmers, because I'm like, with the hooded eye situation, it can kind of get kind of lost, you know. Just taking Cortado and going up here a little bit close to the brow bone. And I'm gonna take my clean brush and just kind of merge it all together. Now this is a look where, you know, I could take, you know what? Let me think. So I have a Sydney Grace shader, and I'm gonna go into Subzero. And that's the Clionadh Circle Shadow. I was thinking this might be cute for an inner corner highlight. I know I'm kind of going out of order. It might be a little deep, but that's all right. Just to add something extra special. Let's put it right here, like that. Comes a child. Yeah. And then back into Cortado for the lower lash line.
I'm thinking about getting a dog.
Who's thinking about it?
Me.
You're thinking about getting a dog?
Because I want a dog like Casey is.
Yeah, but you're thinking about getting it. Like how? With what money?
Like my Christmas money.
Oh,
I've been saving
Dark Chocolate.
I've been saving up a lot.
Where's your wallet, by the way? Because
I don't know.
you. Well, how are you going?
I
Okay.
don't know.
All right. Because I have a $20 bill for you to put in there.
This?
Yeah, but don't take it if you don't know where your wallet is. He's thinking about getting a dog, y'all. He is so obsessed with pets right now. I don't even know what to say about that. Let me know what y'all think about this. Because that's the first look. I don't have anything else to give. I love it. I'm trying to, you know, get myself together with the blues. He's thinking about getting a dog with his Christmas money. August better go ahead. I'm trying to take them on spring break. That's where that money's going. All right, let's do a second look. Okay, so again, going into the same shades for the transition. So Cortado as a transition using a Sigma E40 tapered blending brush. And I don't really mind having the same transition. Like, you know, I love browns. I really love brown transitions. I just do. It's just the best. He just asked, I can't. Talking about, do you want to see a picture of my dog? He's talking about Cam. He's like, everybody has a dog with me. Then he wants sugar gliders. I'm like, one of my students or my former students got sugar gliders. And I was talking about going to visit them. And then her mom texted me like, hey, would you consider like buying the sugar gliders and everything that comes with them? Like, they're just not what we thought they were going to be. I'm like, no, I'm not ready to commit. I want to go on vacation. That's all I can think about lately. Sorry. It's just too much. And then it's like, you have to, going into dark chocolate on a Glam Light blender, you got to think about like, what's going to happen when you go on vacation and then vet bills. It's just too much. Like, I'm not ready for that commitment right now. Like, we already have a snake. It's Tyrone's. And like, that's not good enough for August. Like, he wants his own snake, a white snake. I'm just like, oh, I can't. I just cannot. Where do I want to go with this look? I don't know. Could do the red, but I'm kind of not wanting to do the red. We did the blue. What about this green? What about this? Like, we could put that. That would be pretty. Let's see. Oh, this is so pretty. Oh my gosh, yes, yes. Look at. Oh, this is so pretty. I feel like this is the Devinah shade. Did Devinah have a lot of releases this year? I didn't buy anything from Devinah this year. I know they had one. I know she had one. It was like Phantom Orbs. I think with her not participating in the Black Friday sales, that, I don't know, maybe I just haven't been looking. But this is really pretty. Oh my gosh. All right, let's go back into dark chocolate just a little bit right here. That's pretty. Okay, gonna go into the salmon color, Salamander. Or should we do yellow? Gold. Should we do the gold? No, I'm gonna go into the Salamander shade from Clionadh with the shader brush. Let's just see. Just right here. Just gonna give a little something, not much. And then I'm gonna go into Green Mist. That's the Mel Thompson shade right here for the inner corner highlight. Wait. I don't think we're gonna use the red today. Gonna just go back into Cortado for the under eye. I don't wanna use the red. And there's look number 2. All right, so here's look number 1. And look number 2. So I'll be back with the finished look and let you know what I think about both of these. Okay, I'm back. Here are the finished looks. And to finish off these looks, I used the Charlotte Tilbury double-ended liner, the black one with the shimmery nude on the other side. I just use black. I rarely ever use black liner. So just really lightly here on the ends of the upper lashes, and then very, very lightly on the lower lashes. I really like this. And then for lips, I have on my Chantecaille Lip Chic Impatience. This is the one I washed, but it is still going strong even though it got washed. I just bought another one on Mercari for like 19 bucks. Well, 21 with shipping, but they're $40. $40. They feel so good though. I can't, but I can't do $40 either. So there's that. I like both of these looks. Let me just look here again really fast. I think I like them both equally. Yeah, I like them both equally. And I think what I really like about both of the looks is that I'm finding a way to mix my neutrals with my blues. And that's what I've always liked. That's why I really liked that Melt Blueprint palette. Spoiler alert, I might be decluttering that palette because anyway, so I love that. I love that. And this look has an edge up because of this Veil Nebula shade. There's something about the shades that Terra Moons comes out with, and I'm not sure if it's the base. Like, they have some multi-chromes that they say are gray base. Don't ask me what this one is because I don't know. But they do have gray base multi-chromes, and I'm wondering, are those the ones that I'm loving all the time? Because there's this one, and then there's Hyperion, and there's La Lune. Like, those are just, I don't even know what to say. But another surprise for me was this Aquila shade. I mean, I don't know if I've ever used this shade. I really don't, and I've had it forever. I'm not sure which bundle this is in from Devinah or if it's even available anymore. But this is a beautiful, beautiful sparkle. It's giving me Blitz Emerald vibes. Not exactly, because this is more like teal. But Blitz Emerald and Pat McGrath Sublime Mothership 2. It's a green duochrome special shade. So it's got that kind of larger particles, and it has a green to purple shift in it that reminds me of this. But I love how both of these looks came together. I know I didn't use the red, but I could easily do one of these looks using the same transition outer corner with the red, you know what I mean? And so that's why I really like this palette, because if you want to go neutral, you can, because I did have that gold there, you know, I did have that taupe shade, the Thorny one that I could have just put on with this. But if you want something that's extra special or a little bit of color, the palette really lends itself to that, and then you don't have to figure out what the base of the look is going to be. And I love that. I'm happy with it, and I'm happy to put my 2022 in a palette, y'all. That's it for me, and I would love to know your thoughts about it. What shades would you put in a palette for yourself? You know, would you have multi-chromes? Would it be neutrals? Would it be all matte? Would it be all shimmers? Let me know. And that's going to be it. So thank you so much for taking out some of your time and hanging out with me for another one. Please don't forget to check out everyone who participated this month. I think it's just going to be me, Kelly, and Kendra. But again, Lock Maiden's channel is going to be in the description box. She is incredible, y'all. All three of them are. I am really happy to embark on another year, continuing on with this series. Ooh, so next month, y'all, this is going to be tough. It's going to be shades that are on the chopping block, which means I'm gonna have to do a look with a whole bunch of shades I don't like. You know what I'm gonna have to include, because I depotted it? That dried up shade from Nocturnal Nirvana. Oh my God, that purple from Pat McGrath, the quad. Oh my God, y'all. All right, that's gonna be next month, y'all. So chopping block shades. I hope this was therapy for you. It always is for me. And until I see you again, make sure you are being gentle with yourself. Talk to yourself nice, stay safe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye. Block your